Welcome everyone to our midweek exhale. My name is Sharyn with a Y, and I am one half of the Exhale Awakening. Marie, who is kind of there on my screen, is the other half of the Exhale Awakening, and we are going to share a midweek pause, a little bit of a sigh in the middle of the week. I was writing about it earlier and it felt like a little rest before you gird yourself up to go out and finish off the week. So, welcome. We're really pleased to have you here. We are going to do something different this week. So, for anyone who has been with us before, um, we're, we're not completely different. We're still keeping our um, oh, we're still keeping our usual bird song music silence, and we're still having 4 breaths. But this time they are all connected, and rather than having kind of different breaths bringing in different energy, we're just changing the emphasis of the breath slightly and giving you the experience of breathing similarly, but being able to maybe feel the differences in your body, or maybe be able to feel how it makes you feel depending on which style of breath we're doing. So these are all Sufi elements breaths. So our theme for today's session is nature's elements. And we're going to start with water. We're going to then move to fire, move on to air, and then finish with earth. So we will, as weather, we will explain to you in the bird song how we invite you to breathe. As ever, if you don't want to breathe the way that we are inviting, then breathe in a way that feels good to you, and breathe in a way that following your own body's intuition. I think that's what I'd like to say. So make yourselves comfortable. You know our golden rule, our only real rule of the space is be comfortable. So take care of your body, take care of how you are feeling, and yeah, let your body speak to you throughout this and tell you what is required. And don't worry, we're very happy to have you here as you arrive. So I think we're going to get straight to it. So if you'd like to make yourselves comfortable, I'm going to press play on my music, which is always a little bit of a fingers crossed moment that it starts where I want it to. So let's see. Let's see what happens. And there we go, some beautiful bird song. And just spend the moment while the bird song's playing to connect to how your breath is feeling right now. So you don't have to change it just for this minute. Just feel it. Maybe feel all the things that you've arrived with, everything that's happened since we last breathed together. And maybe just let them fall away. And begin to feel yourself relax with every breath. And maybe look within you to see if you can find a place of calm, a sense of calm. In this first segment, we're breathing with the element of water. And I would invite you to connect to your feelings in this segment, to feel whatever is in your being right now and allow it to be. And all your feelings are welcome. All your feelings are an invitation, a little message from your inner soul. So I invite you now to modify your breath a little. I am inviting you to breathe in, inhale through the nose, and to breathe out, to exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose, and exhale through the mouth. And find your own rhythm. If anything, maybe extend your exhale just a little bit longer than your inhale. But that's a maybe. Perhaps noticing what feelings, what emotions have moved through you just as you connected with your breath and started to change your breath rhythm. Did anything change in how you were feeling? Maybe it intensified, maybe it lessened or changed, or maybe nothing happened and it's still the same. And stay with that breath, breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth, and continue observing. about 1 more minute of this track. So if you've drifted, just come back to the breath, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. As you anticipate the silence that is to come. And let your breath return to its natural rhythm.
And as the birdsong brings the silence to a close, reflecting on what that silence felt like. Maybe it's the first time you've spent in silence today, and maybe it's not. And we're going to move now to the element of fire. So that spirit that is within you, that's part of the spirit that is within everybody. Also that spirit that drives you and your motivation and that spark. And it may only be a little spark as we breathe this, but that's okay. It's that spark that grows and then fades a little and then grows some more. And just notice that spirit or that spark that's in you this evening. And I'm going to invite you to breathe through your open mouth. So to bring the inhale, bring the breath in through an open mouth. And then the exhale, breathing out through an open mouth also. But a gentle breath through your open mouth. And as you do this, there is every chance that your throat will become dry. And please Close your mouth and swallow and take a few breaths through your nose and then come back to it again. Remembering always to check in with what feels right for you. Gently beginning to bring your breath in and out through your open mouth. And your mouth can be open wide, but it also can be open just a little bit. And noticing how that feels in your body. And finding your own rhythm, but keeping your breaths gentle. Breathing in and out through your open mouth. Gently and softly. And when you find a rhythm, maybe connecting with that fire inside. Whether it's a roaring, raging fire, or whether it's just a little spark. And allowing your breath to kindle that fire. Gentle, soft breaths through an open mouth. We have just under 90 seconds left, so if you've the breathing through the open mouth go? Maybe just picking it up again now. And noticing how it feels in your body. To inhale and exhale through your open mouth. And gently closing your mouth and allowing your breath to come back to its natural rhythm as we get ready to rest in the silence.
And as the birdsong brings our second silence to a gentle close, how did it feel? Just notice this week, was there a difference? Did you respond in a different way? In our next segment, we are introducing the element of air. And it is very fitting that in this segment you will probably need to use your mind. You will need to engage and really think about this breath because you probably don't do it very often. And the invite is to breathe in through the mouth, to close your mouth at the top, and to breathe out through the nose. to inhale through the mouth, closing your mouth at the top of the breath, and exhaling through the nose. Inhaling through the mouth, closing the mouth at the top of the breath and exhaling through the nose. Noticing perhaps that you need to bring your awareness to this one. That habit perhaps is knocking on the door, and you need to consciously put your effort into breathing the pattern of in through the mouth and out through the nose. Choosing the rhythm that suits you best and noticing what is happening in your body. And perhaps more importantly, what is happening in your mind. Are you needing to concentrate? And is that changing the experience of your breath? Is there space for your thoughts whilst you are doing this? And what are they saying to you? Our second golden rule is be kind to you. I trust you're being kind. We're approaching the last minute. So commit to the practice of breathing in through the mouth, closing the mouth at the top and breathing out through the nose. And letting your breath return to its natural rhythm on your next exhale.
And as the bird song begins again, reflecting on that silence. Maybe it seemed like 2 seconds, and maybe it seemed like forever. But just noticing. And in our last breath, we're going to come to earth. So we're coming back into our bodies. And we're coming back to inhaling and exhaling through our nose. So maybe it feels like coming back to familiar territory. But again, the invitation is to keep your breath gentle and soft. And as you inhale and exhale, maybe bringing your attention to your body. And if there's anywhere that you notice needs the breath, bringing the breath there. So beginning to breathe gently in and out through your nose if you're not already doing it. And bringing your attention into your body. And beginning to notice how your body is. And if you find discomfort, just moving slightly to make yourself more comfortable. And then gently bringing the breath to parts of your body that need it. Finding your own gentle rhythm here. Maybe you can sense your whole body breathing. Maybe you can sense your whole body breathing in rhythm with the earth and everything on it. Breathing to the beat of the earth's drum. Allowing your whole body to breathe. Just over a minute left. So if your attention has drifted, just gently bringing it back to your body. Feeling that breath in your body. And gently preparing to rest in the silence again.
And this final track of birdsong brings us to the end of our breath for this evening. Maybe spending a few moments in reflection around how you feel at the end of the breathwork in comparison to how you felt at the beginning. Noticing the changes and noticing what's exactly the same. But also understanding that we do have to come back and the rest of the week is calling us. And so bringing some gentle movement to our body, maybe moving fingers and toes, maybe stretching, certainly adjusting to make sure you're comfortable having been laid for an hour or so. And if your eyes are still closed, I invite you to imagine the room around you. And if your eyes are open, I invite you to take a look around and notice what is around you. If your eyes are still closed, just gently blinking them open and setting the intention to join us again in the Zoom room.
Welcome back, everybody. I hope you're back with us. Just before we put off the recording and have some shares in the room, I want to draw your attention to, if you're watching on the recording, what is below. And if you're here in the room with us, what is in the chat. And those are our links and all the things we have coming up. And I'm just going to talk you through it. So the first link is for tickets for all our events. So it's the same link for all of them. On Friday evening, we have our longer 2-hour breathwork, where we're going to explore more of the wisdom of the elements. And this month, we're breathing into balance. And you can get the tickets for that at the link, and tickets are €27 or £27. I'm thinking in euro, sorry. We also have our retreat coming up, which is in Mallinhead, which is in County Donegal in Ireland. And it's 3 days of breath and silence and birdsong, among lots of other things. And it's October the 31st to November the 3rd. And again, the tickets are at the same link. And there's varying prices for that depending on the room that you choose. Our next deeper exhale is the 11th of October, and it's at 10 o'clock in the morning. And we're going to breathe with the bramble at that one. And it's our 3-hour workshop. We also have our website, which is growing a little every week. There's new things being added, and the website address is there. And then our Breathwork community. Our community is up and running, and the first tier is free. And if you join the community, you get access to discounted tickets for all of our online events. So the link for the community is also in the chat. If you want to take a look, click the link and have a look, see what's there. And the final link that is somewhere is the link to our directory entry, where if you wanted to give us a review, we do love to get reviews. And that's the link to the directory. So yeah, that's a lot of talking, and that's me finished. So I'm going to switch off the recording, and then we will open the room for some shares.